today we're gonna make a Minecraft grass block, and we're gonna be using 6 colorants, all natural. Alright, as always, we're gonna put our lime water into our oils. And look, we've gotten some new bowls. They're white, so now it should be easier for you at home to see which color I'm actually making. Because the purple ones were great, but they were really dark, so like last video when I made the mocha soap, you couldn't really see the difference between the two browns until I poured it. And even there, you couldn't see it because my mold was really small and tall, so you couldn't see much. So this is a huge improvement, so that you guys at home can follow along a bit more. Alright, time to stick blend. Alright, seems like we're about there. I want it to be a bit runny today because we're working with so many colors. So this is perfect. Yeah, and now I measured off the dirt part into 4 containers. Now I'm just gonna find the color for you. Alright, so into the big container we're gonna drop some cocoa. Into this container we're gonna drop some mint. Now you would think mint would make green, but what I've read online is that that gives brown, and usually people then don't use mint because of that, but my intention is to get brown, so therefore I will. Then we got a bit of coffee that I dissolved in some water and some turmeric. Alright, and we're just gonna start here. I think that should be enough. Alright, so now we got that lovely brown, and we're gonna move on to the mint. Start with that. Alright, and there we have the mint. Now this looks green, kind of dark brownish green. I have never worked with mint before, so I'm not quite sure how it's gonna turn out, but I don't really mind this. This could be something you would find in the ground, I feel. Now for the coffee. Whoop. And my soap has thickened up a little bit in this container. It should be fine. We're gonna be doing a in the pot swirl, so it's actually okay because then it might hold its shape a bit more. That's not what I meant. It might have a more distinct color. Yes. Great. And the smart part about these cups is that now I can check in the bottom to see if it's colored all the way through, and it seems it has. Alright, so you see these two colors are very different. This is way lighter than the cocoa. And lastly, the turmeric. Now the turmeric colors quite a bit, but I am also going to be adding quite a bit of it because I want it to be a dark orange, so it will The intent is that it would look like maybe clay, or at least just have like an earthy color to it. So that's why we're going very deep orange. Now this almost looked red, but I do know that the color fades once it has cured. So don't worry, it will be a bit more orange once it's in the soap. Alright, so now we got all our earth colors ready. So we're gonna do a in the pot swirl. I've never done this before, so it should be interesting. We're gonna, I'm gonna try and do one, like make a triangle. So one color here, one color here, one color here, and then we'll go from there. I'll just start off with this one. Yes, and now now that all of our colors are placed in the pot, we're gonna swirl it. So what I saw in the video is that you turn it around like this in the corners and then you go down. And that should be it, and you can do it more times if you want. I think I'm gonna flip it one more time and then flip it that way, like that. And then it's time to pour. And we're gonna pour from the corner here. That looks beautiful. Alright, now we got ourselves a dirt block. Let's turn this dirt block into a grass block. Alright, and for our grass, we're working with parsley for this one and sage for this one. Now I forgot to tell you that we're actually working with three new colorants that I haven't worked with before, which is parsley and sage and the mint that I dropped in there. So first of all, I haven't even worked with more than 3 layers of soap before, so I'm doubling that. And we got new bowls, which doesn't add to the difficulty, of course. And we got 3 new colorants that I don't know how reacts. So we're experimenting a bit today, to say the least. And the parsley here should give off a light green. I read that it fades after cure, and I've noticed when I used the spinach that faded quite a bit, so I'm expecting the same result as what I got with the spinach. The sage, on the other hand, I have no idea how it will turn out. I'm expecting it to be darker than the parsley, but other than that, I don't know, because not a lot of people have actually written about using sage in their soap on the interwebs, which is where I get all my information. Alright, so we got our 2 greens here. You can see that there is a slight difference in their color, so I'm really pleased about that. And we're going to do the same thing with the grass as we did with the dirt, and try and make a in the pot swirl, of course only with 2 colors now. So instead of pouring in the sides, I'm going to pour directly in the middle. Alright, so let's do that. Okay, well, you can't really see much difference right now in the pot, but it should be fine once it cures. I do believe you will be able to tell a little bit of a difference and see that it's not the same color throughout, which is the purpose. So it looks like there's different kinds of grass sticking out of that dirt. And this time, instead of going around and then in the middle, I'm gonna go in the middle and then around. So like that. All right, let's pour that on our dirt. All right, let's put that grass on. But first, let's just texture our top just a little bit. It's a bit liquid, so it might not be that much texture in. Oh, there we go. There we go. If I do like this. All right, and we're texturing it so that, so you know the grass block, the grass comes down a little bit some places. So that's what I'm trying to achieve here. It's not really working, but okay, that's fine. That is fine. Let's try and get this on here. And this time we're not going for that straight edge. So it's okay if it's a little bit bumpy. Oh yeah, I have to turn the spatula the other way. That's great. Try to see if I can make sure that the green goes everywhere. I'm gonna have to ladle some of this on, I see. It has become a bit thick, the grass here, so it's a little bit difficult to distribute evenly. All right, here we have our grass blocks. In a few days, we're gonna cut them up and make them into cubes so they look just like they look in the game. All right, so we're back 3 days later to cut up the soap. As you see, it got a bit of soda ash, so it's a bit whiter than anticipated. But let's just get this thing out of the mold. All right, there it is. All right, so let's just look at the bottom here. That looks good. So we're gonna cut into it, and of course it's not gonna look exactly like this, but I'm anticipating good things of this soap. Now it's time to split this slab. And I've made some cuts here to see where I need to do it. And now it's assistant time. Because I can't do this myself. Look at that inside! I wish the green looked like that on top, but that looks amazing! Okay, that's great. I do see that there's some green in here. That must be the mint somehow, that didn't turn brown, but actually still turned out green. Very interesting result, but I mean, that looks like Minecraft, right? I would say so. That's pretty good. That's pretty good. All right, I have a surprise. I've gotten a cheese cutter here to cut my soaps. So it's gonna be way straighter. You see, my assistant did a very good job at trying to achieve that straight line here, but we will be even closer to a straight line when we use this. I'm very excited about that. I actually didn't know these things existed until I saw it in Royalty Soaps video. She showed that in one of her tutorials, like for new beginners, which she was like 3 months late for me. I had to learn it myself. But thank you very much, Katie, for that. Right? So I'm just gonna trim the edges here first, and then I'll measure it out. Afterwards, we want to have 16 bars, and we want them to be as square as possible. So here goes nothing. Let's see how this turns out. Det er en stor del, men nej, det er faktisk fint. Alright, so this is our first end piece here. That looks gorgeous. Ah! So excited. Let's get the other, oh yeah, there we go. Turn around, do the same thing. Looking good. All right, I want to remove this side here. I'm not sure that this is possible, but I'm just gonna try. I don't know. It moves the soap if I do that. What? Oh my god, it worked. Oh my god. This makes me want to play Minecraft just looking at this line here. Like, come on, So we made some markings here to cut them. So we will cut them into 4 equal pieces, and then we'll cut those pieces this way to make a square. All right, so let's line this up. See with the cutter. You hit there, okay. Here goes nothing. All right. Oh my god, so good, so good. Okay, I just want to save this and then cut the square here because I want to see it as a square. I want to see it as a square. All right. Oh no. There we are. Phew. So here we have our little Minecraft block, our little grass block. You know, for a long time I actually called this a dirt block, but of course a dirt block is the same thing without grass. And I thought dirt blocks are kind of boring. That's why I made them with grass. So that's why we made grass blocks. Oh my god, they look so cute. I think these turned out really well. Whoop! Look at that. Oh, that's great. That is so great. That is so great. Alright, let's cut some more. let's cut the other half. Alright, that was the last cut. Now we got our little Minecraft blocks here, or our little grass blocks. I made these for my nephews because they love playing Minecraft. And I think they turned out great. I even played with them a little here while placing them because I think they turned out really great. Thanks for watching this time. If you like this video, please leave a like. Consider subscribing to my channel. It really helps me out, and I'll see you in the next one. Bye!